Today we're going to talk about Saturn in Taurus in the second house. If you've watched my previous astrological videos, you guys know already the way I interpret Saturn is Saturn in a particular sign tells me that you have mastered the energy and the expression of that sign. You've done it over and over and over in many lifetimes. You are a master at it in that particular house. But what Saturn is also telling me that you've done this over and over and over, that now the energy of that sign trickled into the minus expression, into the negative expression. So Saturn is basically saying we cannot do what we have been doing. You are going to have to change because you've done this over and over and over and you're stagnating. And nobody stagnates more than Taurus, okay? He does not like change. So this is a very difficult thing for Taurus to do, to transform. And that's what we're going to talk about. So with how do I perceive Saturn in Taurus in the second house? The thing that came to mind was I thought about the 7 deadly sins, specifically greed, lust, sloth, and gluttony. Okay? And I think that in the negative, in the second house, Taurus showcases these deadly sins. And I'll give you examples. Another visual that came to mind was this room. It's full of like gold coins, just full up to like the ceiling. In the middle of the room, there's a man. He's fat, and he's just fat because he's full, and he's full of coins. He's full of gold coins, and he's sitting there with this big belly full of coins. His mouth is open. There's coins going in, but at the same time coming out because he's already full, so he's overflowing, and yet he's like more, and you know he's gonna suffocate. He's gonna die on his own money, on his own abundance, on his own this gluttony of his. And it can be food gluttony, but more than likely, because we're talking second house, it's going to be more like financial gluttony, you know, more, and he's sitting there and he's about to burst. That's what I also thought of, like Taurus in the negative in this placement. So consumerism, another one, you know, lots of things, wanting a lot of things, buying a lot of things, everything that makes me feel good. Money, where's the money going to? The money is going to things to make me feel good. It's very indulgent placement. It's a very hedonistic placement. It's all about what makes me feel good, that I can feel with my 5 senses. All right, Taurus is very connected. He's very much associated with the senses, and everything that feels good, looks good, tastes good, smells good, whatever good, is going to be Taurus. It's, you know, and the money, because it's the second house, we're talking about money. His relationship to money is going to be more, so that I can indulge more, so that I can spend more on myself, so that I can have this stability, security, fridge full, belly full, everything full. All right. Another example was, if you've seen the movie WALL-E, there's that spaceship where all the humans, after the Earth was basically destroyed because of consumerism, and WALL-E's basically cleaning up all of their waste. You know, they're on a spaceship now. They're on a spaceship somewhere, like a cruise, but in space, and they basically have whatever they need, and all they're doing is laying around. They're all overweight. They don't have any bone density. They're sitting there. They're not moving. All they're doing is consuming, eating, drinking, whatever is given to them. You know, they don't move one muscle. They're basically lazy. And Taurus in the second with Saturn here is going to be lazy, guys. It's a lazy way to be. It's a lazy way to make money. You've mastered this idea of how to make money in a lazy way. Nobody knows it like you do, okay? And what do I mean by that? I thought about the idea of a money tree. You, in a way, are like a money tree. Everything goes very well under Taurus energy. You know, it's Earth. So when somebody says, "Hey, you're really good with plants," it would be a Taurus idea. You know, you're good with growing things. You know, it's Earth. It's abundance. It's, you know, ancient Egypt. I've mentioned before that Taurus, Saturn in Taurus and Taurus South Nodes is associated with ancient Egypt lives, past lives. You know, where there's abundance, and it's you know, they knew very well how to dress, how to eat, how to like take care of their bodies. You know, everything was focused on the, that's what the value was placed on. That's what the worth was placed on, is like the physical comfort. And that's where you are. So you are in a way that money tree, in a way, like you may be one of the lives you may have grown one. I don't know. You know, anything is possible. If you can think of it, that means it exists somewhere on some plane. So that's your idea of money tree. You can make money easily, lazily, okay? If with Saturn in Aries, the last video that I made had to do with, you know, masculine energy, aggressive energy, making it happen, going after things, you know, mover, shaker, go-getter, bully, pushy, aggressive, reckless. Here it's more of a feminine energy. It's passive energy. It's more like making money by just like laying around, being beautiful, being indulgent, and money somehow came in other lives. Now, I don't know what your situation is in this one. I don't know how you are, but in your memories, in your ideas, in your mind, you know that you can make money just laying around. You like that. You prefer that. Taurus is not going to move 1 inch unless he finds value in it. All right. He won't get out of bed unless there's a value for him somewhere there. You know, so he's passive in that sense, the passive female energy of receiving more, of like kind of waiting for it to come to you, and then acting on it. So what did we say? We say indulgent. What else did I say? Making money, doing nothing except what feels good in the moment. All right. Least amount of effort. Then it brings me to the idea that if we talk about the idea of like money, making money, how do you make money? Since I said it's a female energy, even if you are a male, inside of you, you have that approach of that passive way of making money, being the laziest that you can be, the least amount of work, and getting money for that. Okay, so let's say another sign could be really bored. Like let's say Gemini would be like, I'm bored. I need something interesting. The Taurus is like, I'm just gonna sit here and maybe smoke this cigar, and maybe like have some whatever you're drinking, whatever you're doing, and maybe whatever, paint my nails, and the money will come. Okay, that's what you're used to. You're great at it. You're good at it. We could learn from you. Some of us that are stressed out, neurotic, all over the place, in crisis mode, we could learn from you to just sit back and relax and just let the stuff come to us. So some of the examples could be, if I were to, let's say, look at your Instagram account, because more than likely you have one. And here's where the idea of the body comes in. Your body is very valuable to you. Your body is basically your currency. Your worth is determined on your body. Taurus loves the body. Taurus knows how to take care of the body. The body is beautiful, and Taurus knows how to make the body beautiful, whether that means taking care of it, some kind of relaxation, spa, massage, whatnot. Also like exercise-wise. And in your case, for somebody else, exercise could be a bitch. It could be very difficult to do. It could be strenuous. For you, no. For you, even though I said Taurus is lazy, when it comes to your body, you're not lazy. You are more like, especially if your body is your currency, if your body is making you money, which it is in the second house, Taurus, you could be making money through your body. You will invest a lot of time and effort into your body. So it could be exercise, but for you, it's not a chore. It's not a burden. You love it because you get to see how your body transforms. You get to see the curves. You get to see the, muscle definition, the abs, the little, like all like the intricacy of the, and you also know too how to get there, how to work out in a way that will produce results, how to do it in a way that's going to come out. For you, it's easy because you have such a connection with your body, that your body's like loves you back in a way, because there's this almost like worship, adoration of your physical body. So if I were to look on your Instagram, I would see, if you're a female, I would see a lot of pictures. I would see a lot of pictures of your body. There would be a lot of flesh. There would be a lot of boob. There would be a lot of butt from this angle, and me looking like this and looking like that, and showing this, and the abs and butt, a lot of curves. Taurus is curvy, it's fleshy, it's round, it's just, it's basically what's in fashion right now, right? Everybody's building their butts and stuff. And so you're investing a lot in your derriere, because that derriere brings you money. You have traffic at Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, wherever you are, people coming in looking at it. It is cool to look at, and that generates money. Okay. If you're a guy, you could also be doing that, just like the girls. You're showing off your muscle. You're showing how beautiful you are. You're almost like screaming to the world, look at me. Look how beautiful I am. Don't you see how beautiful I am? Look what I can do with my muscles. Look what I can do with my body. Worship me the way I worship my body. Modeling. You could be, it could be like OnlyFans accounts where you are kind of like pushing the limit a little bit, and it becomes more sexual, more than just showing your butt. Maybe there's some kind of acts involved too. Whatever it takes, in a sense. So the body is the currency in a way. You're using the body to make the money. If we're talking about more about that, would be you could have courses, you could have like marathons, all kinds of like classes about fitness classes, like what to eat, how to work out, what to do, specific like workout plans, and showing results. You could have that. You could have like beauty videos about beauty, like how to do your eyebrows, how to do your makeup, how to do your hair. Once again, we're talking about the body, but more of like aesthetically beautiful. All right, so things you could do there. You could have marathons, seminars, webinars, lessons, all kinds of things, teaching women how to be beautiful, how to make their body beautiful, how to dress beautifully too. You could also be, what else? Guys doing that too, exercise videos, many, I'm sure, like on YouTube, there's a ton, on TikTok. Because the reason I'm talking so much about social media is because that's one way to make money now. Before it was hard work, you got to put in the hours, and with social media, people are showing that it's easy. You can make money easily. If you make money with your booty, you can take a couple of shots with perfect lighting, and boom, you have that, money comes in. So that's your like a stumping ground. That's your comfort zone. You know how to excel in that kind of environment. You could have like a routine where you like what time you wake up, what you do, how you approach it. It's kind of predictable also, because Taurus does not like commotion. He's kind of like on autopilot. It's maybe boring to somebody, but Taurus is a simpleton. Why complicate life? I love my life. I love what I have. I love the money making. I love my ass. People love my ass. What else do I need? Okay, so it's a very simple approach to life. Simpleton idea. What else? You could also do, because we talked about feminine energy and we talked about passiveness, receptiveness, you could be doing courses on like how to develop your femininity. How, especially if you're a female, you can have courses about how to, teach women that are like workaholics and stressed out and all burnt out. You can teach them how to like relax and be feminine and be beautiful, and how money flows in, how to make you a high value woman, where men want to spend money on you. So once again, you don't have to do anything, somebody will give it to you. That's kind of the idea. A little gold digger vibe, not as much as Saturn and Taurus in the 7th, but a little bit is there. Okay, because remember, Taurus is like, I want to feel good, so I will do whatever it takes to feel good. All right, I'm going to make my body feel good. I'm going to just self-indulge that way. That's what Taurus is. That's what that archetype represents. Is like, I'm going to enjoy my life, and my money will go in all the areas that I can enjoy my life. So if going back to Instagram, maybe a lot of pictures of you like chilling, relaxing, doing this, you bought this, maybe luxury and brand names. More so, we're going to talk about that with Libra in the 2nd, where you're showing off like beautiful designer things. But even here, it could work too. Expensive things. You're showing like, look what I have. Look, I'm opulent, okay? Because the money, for anybody who has Saturn in the 2nd, the money will be king, okay? It's going to be front and center. Your whole life basically is going to revolve around it, because that's all you know. And then what else? Yeah. So how do we do that? So basically, you're doing that. You're in your little comfort zone. You love your comfort zone. You're an autopilot. You like predictability. You don't like anything that's disturbing, ugly, unpleasant, uncomfortable. You know why? Why complicate life? And this is the interesting part. Is like when I talk about people transforming Saturn, I say, you know, Saturn in Scorpio is hard to transform. Saturn in Capricorn is hard to transform. All of them are hard to transform, but some are harder than others. These guys here, Saturn in Taurus, is just as hard to transform. Why? Because we want this guy, this simpleton, who's so happy, who is gluttonous, who is you know, a little lazy, who doesn't like to expend energy. We want him to basically get out of his comfort zone and get up and do something. And that's hard to do, okay? So just as chaos and hard work and burnout can be difficult to move away from, crisis and drama, comfort zone is also very difficult to move away from. Because why the fuck would I leave? Taurus, you know, I'm going to tell you guys, okay, with Saturn, we have to transform it because Saturn's kind of saying, it's not going to work. When Saturn return occurs, you would come face to face with like, things are not working. And that's why I said, I don't know what your financial situation is now, but I would say you are, more than likely, you are making money in the ways that I described. I don't think you're poor. I don't see you like that. But I think with a Saturn return, you may come face to face with ideas of like, wait, this shit doesn't work anymore. You know, nobody's looking at my ass anymore. You know, people are not coming in. There's no traffic. Nobody's willing to do deals with me. Because Saturn is basically saying we have to move away from that. You're way too gluttonous. You're stagnant. You're stagnating in this energy. There's nothing wrong with comfort, but in your case, it's in the minus. Okay, you're that guy in the room who's gluttonous, who's choking all these coins, and you know he's fat. And another thing is, I said that as you are young, you are investing a lot in your body. I would say as you get older, because there's some older generations that have Saturn in Taurus, you probably, maybe not as much, unless you are competing with the girls on Instagram and you want to be young and youthful like they are, and you want to be curvy and whatnot, and maybe you're doing plastic surgery or whatever to stay in trend, to stay beautiful, to stay sexy, you know, because the body is everything for you, you know. And it's maybe one of your fears. That's what you value. It's one of your fears, like to lose my body, you know. So another extreme could be where you are actually lazy and you are gluttonous, and maybe you're not really exercising. You don't really, you may be not taking care of your body. That could be one extreme, because you know, Taurus could be, if the body's making you money, if it's your currency, then yeah, you're going to invest a lot in it. If not, let's say you're older, let's say you don't care anymore, let's say whatever circumstances, then you could be like with weight gain. You could be, you know, that self-indulgent lifestyle is going to show itself. Okay? So yeah, so, you know, transformation. What do we do with this? And you might say, Svet, why the hell do I need to do this? Why do I need to transform? I don't want to transform. It feels good here. It's warm. You know, I'm very comfortable here. But it's not me that wants to transform you. It's Saturn. Saturn is like, we got to change. Because on the soul level, if we talk about your soul is here to evolve. Your soul is here to try different things, to learn different things. And if you're stagnating, you're not learning. So your soul, you know, if we look at the opposite house, that's how we transform Saturn. Opposite house is 8th house, Scorpio. You know, it's a scary house, it's a scary sign, but it's basically what you're longing for. So even though in your mind, you're like, everything's good, everything's cool, plus the 2nd house is the house of Taurus. So you are even more comfortable here. It's literally your comfort zone. It's your home. It's your 2nd house. You govern it. It's your territory. You know, you're the king of the castle. So you're very comfortable here. And you're like, why the fuck should I leave? Why should I get off my couch? Why should I go do something? Well, because on the soul level, it's your soul is beckoning you towards the unknown, 8th house, the scary house. It is scary if you don't know it, but if you dive into it, you find that there's a lot of interesting stuff there. You are going to go for depth. You are looking for depth. On the surface level, you are superficial, materialistic, money, 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 my ass, my boobs, my muscles, my abs. But on the soul level, you're yearning for depth. You know, there's a Sherlock Holmes in you that is here to kind of see what else is there besides lust, gluttony, sloth, and greed. What else is there? What else is there to life? So we're talking about the intricacies of human nature. You know, 8th house is, you know, we're going to go deep. There's going to be crisis. There's going to be uncomfortable situations. There's going to be, you know, people that, you know, you're going to learn about energies. You're going to learn why people do what they do, why people act the way they act. You're going to become that like little X-ray. You know, I associate Scorpio with X-ray. You know, figure out, like, I have North Node in the 8th house, and my son's also there. So I have a huge interest in figuring out why people do what they do, and figuring out why people kill, you know, how people react in crisis situations. And I love that stuff. Like, I love shows, movies where you see like trauma and the way people respond, and you realize why that guy did what they did, why he killed, why he lied, why he stole. You become almost like a psychoanalyst, and it's such an interesting place to be. And after a while, as you understand why people do what they do, you won't be as scared. 8th house is not going to be scary anymore. It's going to be interesting, and you're going to go deeper and deeper and deeper. So that is your journey. You're here to see more important things than money. You're here to see what else is in you besides indulgence. You're here to see the depth in you, to find your own depth, and then find the depth of other people and connect with them on that level. And then after a while, money will become important. It doesn't mean you're going to be poor. People always freak out. Well, you know, am I going to be poor? No, you won't be poor. It's just that the relationship to money is going to change. The money is going to come from different ways. Maybe you're not going to worry so much about your body anymore, and you're going to worry more about like the depth in you guys, okay? Not about the 5 senses, but more like we're going to go deep. We're going to go deep in all ways, in intimacy, in relationships with people, psychoanalysis, figuring things out, darkness, taboo subjects, dark sexuality, darkness, you know, like not superficial sexuality, but like intimate sexuality, dark sexuality, things, you know, death. What else do we talk about? 8th house, things that are scary, but to you they won't be scary. You're gonna love it. I love my 8th house influence. That's why I do these videos of focusing on the shadow side of people, like, you know, showing the dark side of each sign, you know, so you can be aware of it. I love that stuff. I love to kind of like feel the undercurrents of people, to analyze them. I love it. And that's kind of where you're heading to, you know. There's a part in you, for the sake of evolution of your soul, that wants to dive deep, that wants to figure out, that wants to, like, it's there. And the more you do it, the more it's going to beckon you even more, even more, and more. Next thing you know, in a year or two, you're like a different person, and you realize like how superficial you were. There's nothing wrong with being materialistic. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just that in your case, you've overdone it. That's all. So some of us could use Taurus energy, indulgence. Some of us have no idea how to pamper themselves, how to, you know, relax, how to take a bath and just chill and just trust that everything will come. You do, but you're going to the opposite place. You're going to find out what strengths you have besides your money, besides your physical appearance, energetic strengths, your intuition, your X-ray vision. Oh, love it. 8th house is the bomb, guys. I love it. Don't freak out. Don't panic about it. All right, this is all I have to say about this placement. I think this is it. Yeah, it's going to be hard for you to change. You're very stubborn. You're very stubborn. You don't want to let go of your comfort zone. But I think because Saturn's there, life in a way will force you, in a sense. You know, Saturn is like, with his whip, he's going to be like, nope, nope. You got to go here. You got to go here. No, you're scared because you don't want to. Like, who the hell wants to bother about death and psychopaths and all that? No, but you will. You know, like I said, follow the crumbs, and you'll find that this new world of yours that's waiting for you is very, very interesting. Okay? All right, guys, that's all. That's all I have to say. I will see you next time. We will continue our journey with Saturn in the second house through the signs. Bye.